Yeah, what do you know, after that big strip out, another microwave. And this is, I think this is where I got that brand new microwave. Seems like the same location. Oh, transformer, really heavy. Whew. Those ones, like I say, they got a lot of fans, good motors and stuff, so they're really good to strip out, but they're kind of time consuming, just so many screws. You have to take the tops off, on the video I did. Okay, going to the yard now. There's a guy who wants all those trunks. He's supposed to pay $75. Hopefully he shows up. And then someone wants 2 French doors that have glass for $75. That'd be good to get rid of that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, all the trunks are gone. The guy showed up. He made like a 50s, a 50s type of, I don't know, like a backyard with a ranger station and an old 50s barn, and so that was the theme, and he wanted to make boxes, and he saw my ad. So he's happy about that. So, the yard is getting somewhat empty. Look at a lot of wheels here. I think I'm gonna put all the wheels in here after. Well, not right now, it's raining. I'm actually, wrist is a bit sore. There was a lot of banging and stuff on that scrap out. Yeah, tires here shall have, that's probably more than a container. But these wheels, that could be another marathon. Wheels. So I told Joe to clean this area here. That's all he did. He moved some stuff here, but he didn't do anything here. He said, I'm too tired, I can't work, blah, blah, blah. And he expected me to pay him to do what? Stand and keep me company? That's all my sinks. It's a good number of sinks. I'm going to make little bins here. I'm going to clear all this up here, and then I like to continue my fence, but I put a pallet down, 2 pallets, and have an open bin on one side, and just I can shuffle stuff in there, like long extruded, old sheet could be one bin, all these stainless steel and sinks could be another bin, right? So there's a lot of stuff. So I have this washing machine, that washing machine. I got the commercial one, that's stainless steel. That could be a good tear down, but to be honest, it's mostly stripped out. It's only going to just be a drum inside and a few things, maybe a little HMS on the frame, and then everything for the garage, which I might do on the weekend. Start moving stuff out of the garage again. Like all this type of stuff I have sitting in the garage, it doesn't matter if it gets wet, right? This is all junk. These are actually okay. You're gonna find lots of pennies, right? They're penny holders, but so anyways, I need to get rid of these barbecues. Is another thing. If I put a container, I want the container to be about, if you open a door, it stays flush with the edge of the building, so it doesn't stick out. And then I can put all my flea market stuff in there. Like if I fill it tote up, and then I could label it or something, or number it, or right. Like this thing, see, it's got it's all aluminum here, aluminum sides, but it's not a lot. Like it might only be 2 sides that are good, and maybe the handle and then the valves. So some of these I can strip out pretty quick, right? Plastic, see, a couple sides, and look how bulky it is. So I could probably do a scrap run coming up. Maybe just tackle these, and it'll give me a big area. You know what I'm saying? Look at how much area it's taken. And all this extruded. Once I build a box, I can put all extruded and stuff in there, and I can make a box dirty, because I'm gonna be stockpiling everything until the prices get better. Right now, I don't think this year, anyways. Maybe next year. There's lots of aluminum. I could do a bottle run too. That's gonna be soon. Have lights. All those lights have to be done. Cast aluminum. That's all aluminum up there. And I got lots of aluminum here. And the painted and unpainted. The unpainted stuff is worth more money, so it has to be separated. And then I got all those window frames. You got to be taken down and apart. Some of those bars, I'm gonna try to sell them. If I can't sell them, I'm just gonna put them, cut them up. I might do a drive around the neighborhood and see if I can find some trash. Got up there. So I'll move my tools around to the front. Okay, so supposed to be a door. Someone's gonna buy a door today. A couple of French doors, if that pans out. See this? How much volume of space it takes? So as soon as I have a little bit of garbage, I'm just gonna sawzall. Just sawzall this to a sawzall, and then put some junk inside, and I can roll into my van. Not so heavy now. And then I'm gonna show you how some of these things, how I sort stuff out. You know how I put it in buckets and stuff, wire, the same. You know, magnetrons, actually, not magnetrons. And you know what? Type in magnetron, and you could buy these things, and they want like $250 for this thing. Imagine that. Look at all this crap I have here. That's what they want. If you look on Amazon, people are trying to sell stuff like this. Can't believe it. And these picture tube here, I'm gonna take it to a recycle center. I put it in a box and throw it to recycle center, because that's the worst part of the whole TV. It's just everything else I can recycle really good. It's just those things. Take it to recycle center. So much stainless steel. Look at little piles of aluminum. If these things are sitting in a container, you know, I'm talking about like an open area, like a bin, open bin. Say it's 2 pallets and a sheet of plywood, and the back there, and one's open. You know, you could put a lot of stuff in there. Even the strip autos, I was really surprised how much copper there was. I put CU, see that? Hopefully it doesn't disappear. I put CU on there as a copper, and then I put on this one half. These are half copper, because a lot of times when you throw them in and they get mixed up together, and then sometimes you're scrapping them as aluminum. Now I'm not going to get confused, right? These are aluminum here. This thing, I would just sell this. These are just a rotary motor, and they're a little bit harder to clean. They're not the best to clean if you ever take it apart. And if I could sell that as a mortar, it's really heavy. If I start taking it apart, it's just a tiny little winding in there. So if they're paying 25-30 cents, this is good weight here. It's like probably about 4 pounds. You take the shell off with steel, then you're losing all the weight, right? And then here, I have little transformers, and over here I have circuit boards. So I try to keep everything organized, where if I want to strip one particular item, say these fan motors, they're easy to access. Put in a vise, pop a screwdriver, the winding's taken off, and throw the other stuff in HMS. That's all aluminum, which is good, because when aluminum was high, it was close to 35 cents a pound, right? So I'll wait till the prices get at least better. Right now, it could be as low as 9 cents a pound, this stuff. But it's around 25-30 cents. I can sell this and those all aluminum mortars together. You just pile them together. Here's I have a whole bunch here. I don't know how many I have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe 10 right now. 10 or 11. And then actually I got lots of electronics under that tarp. See, I want to get rid of this here. So now at least if I get that side clear, then I can move everything back again, but build my bins, get rid of these barbecues, and then I can shop around for a bin. Right now, not a bin, a container. Container right now is about $4,000. I like to pay around $3,000, but we'll see what happens. Seems like everybody's making things with containers, like houses and stuff, and now the prices are really high. Before you couldn't give them away, you know what I'm saying? And the steels are really not that expensive. And these containers is shipping. They're used only once or twice. But now they want $4,000 or $5,000. So, you know, it's adding up quite a bit. If I get one for around $3,000, a good one, 20-footer, I'm going to do that. Okay, I might cruise around here. I'll show you this pile here. Today's more of a relaxed day. Maybe just take it easy. My wrist, like I say, my wrist was really sore. Well, not right now, but it was sore last night. Wow. Or day before, it was really sore. But anyways, I found a gas line for the demo up my house. They threw this away with the gas line. It's copper. Nice strippable copper. Right? You can use a knife. Just use a knife here. Cut them in sections and pop out the wire and strip it. That's kind of my HMS pile, kind of. These tanks, I'm not sure I may keep them still. I just do them here just for now. And then the rails. Someone's picking rails up tomorrow for 500. All these rails. I figured it's probably close to 500 scrap, maybe. I don't know. They're pretty heavy rails, right? So that'll be gone. And then this thing here, I don't know what we do about this. Couldn't sell the garage, so don't even ask for it, right? Needs to be cut down. All these lawnmowers are gonna be all stripped, scrap metal. The only thing here, this thing where I might try to see if I can get it going. And then the pressure washer is gonna be scrap. And then all these windows. There's a lot of aluminum here. There's probably, between all these windows, probably at least a couple 100 pounds, I think. Maybe. Well, maybe not that much, but 100 pounds probably. The generator, I'm going to take the generator off. These big generators have lots of copper, if you ever get these. Lots of copper. Plus, you take generator off and you sell the motor as dirty aluminum. This is all my dirty aluminum pile here. All this is going to be dirty. Dirty there. Right? These came off the sheds from my house. I took the sheds down. I'm gonna use that for post for the fence there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 long ones. The rest are smaller. Actually, I can probably use. How did that bend so much like that? It must have warped in the weather or something. Look at this. Well, it's rotted, but it was never bent like that. It was always straight. So I think these ones I can use for my workbench. I need six total legs. I could probably get 6 legs out here. Yeah, this is for my workbench. These will be for my fence. Yeah, perfect. I can save some money. It's treated. I need a workbench roughly that height, but it's gonna be like 16 feet long. So all these tires are steel now. This one here is one, I guess the guy missed. But at my garage sale, this weird kind of guy came around. I didn't even want to sell nothing here. He started taking tires and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'll give you blah, 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 $70. And it was like $10 each. So I figured, you know, they weren't super big rims. They were probably at least $15 or a little more. And scrap, maybe $18. So I said, okay, whatever. The guy pressured me. So he ended up buying about, I would say, at least a dozen aluminum wheels and tires. I figure if I sell tire and wheel, it's $5. So that means I have to take it off to gain a little more than I got to deal with the tire after. But then I have to do the work. But with a tire machine, it wouldn't be that bad. So I said, okay, whatever, take it then. The guy kept really bugging me, and the guy was a weird kind of guy. But he was a scrapping kind of guy. Old guy. But he kept stealing everything too. He steals stuff in front of you. The guy was so weird. But he bought a lot of stuff too, so you know that's how it is, right? And then I'm gonna put electric motors in that container, like the aluminum ones. They can stack up in there. I'll put some holes in there, and I could just throw in a corner somewhere. It's out of the way. Your phone's ringing. Okay. Lamp base here. So I'm gonna do a little cruise, but I have to get some cleaning down in the other house, but let's see if Joe can get started. But just kind of unreliable, the guy. I hate babysitting people. Just clean the floor. Shouldn't have to tell people who clean that room, this room, just clean everything. That's the problem. So some things you just got to do yourself. So I'm just thinking maybe there's something kicking around these couple streets here before I head the other way. See, it's kind of a really light cloud cover. See, the sun's trying to come through already. It's not heavy. See that up there? So that means it's not that heavy. They say it's like 5 or 10 millimeters is gonna fall, but who knows what fell already, right? There was quite a bit of puddles on the plastic tarps I had. I covered up the trunks with tarps, and it was pretty saturated with puddles and stuff. So this guy throws appliances away all the time. I think he sells appliances. They say the housing market crashed 30% already, which is probably true. It's a lot of money because, you know, if your house, there's houses that are like 1.5 million here now. They were trying to sell for 900,000. So that's even way higher than 30%. But on average, 30 to 40%. It's everywhere, all across the United States, everywhere. Kids bike here. Look at this. See, kids bike there. I'll throw that in because I could have enough stuff to make maybe a little red run in a couple days or something. Maybe next week or something. Tackle those commercial washing machines. It's all flat tires. But something like this is what, 20 pounds, 25 pounds? Adds up. Fills all the little voids, if you know what I mean. Okay. Okay, another bike, exercise bike. That's good weight, 40 pounds at least. Pretty heavy. There's another prop here on the power lines here. Okay. The guys, I'm building the awning right now. Yeah, the stone guy, when he did the stone, he kept putting water against the wall, and it went under the deck. Screwed my deck up because they put actual 3/8 plywood, and then they put the stuff on top. So water went under now. So I'm gonna have problems with the deck. I'm gonna figure something out. Stupid idiot, the stone guy. It takes forever, and he's so stupid because he put his flashing and drilled into the flashing. And the membrane was against the wall like this. And he drilled into the flashing, and then he kept spraying water on the stone. Stupid idiot. Now the deck's bubbling everywhere in all those areas. So I'll have to put the awning on there. I may have to rip some of it back. I don't know what I'm going to do there, to be honest. I don't know if we'll... Can't win. So, just cleaning up the stuff for now. I'll show you what I mean. It's bubbling up. So, well, it's the plywood's lifting. It's a combination of crappy work. Maybe I should use screws too and glue. See, it's bubbling here. See it bubbling? Feels spongy. Bubbled right here. See that? The awning's going. Something about the same. This from here that way. So I'm hoping when the awning's on there, I may have to cut it and peel it. And address the situation. And here it's not. It's okay here. It's even. So he kept spraying the wall all the time. I don't know. The guy's stupid. So the water went behind and underneath the plywood. So it kind of screwed up. That's the awning there. There's going to be a post in the middle on both sides. My concern is if it doesn't dry out, it's just going to rot. Totally rot. And then you get another situation. I'll show the cabinet guy downstairs. Well, they got some of the boxes in, but it's not 100% yet. These ones are bad, dangerous, right through your shoes. That's the kind of layout of the cabinets. Supposed to be a cabinet here, across. See, there's a bulkhead there. I'm not sure if that's going to line up there or not, but wash and dryer that way. But even I can't lay towels. You got to put a strip in there first, so the towel goes against it. Right. So that's that. See how this one's good? You got a drain here. You got everything's there. If you look at this one here, see, when the guy made a cabinet, he should have had the drawer on this side. Now he cut the pipe. Idiots. They knew they could see this, right? This should have been there, and this would have been opening, no problem. They're gonna have to fix that. See, they cut the pipe and stuck in the corner. That's how I noticed. I was wondering where that pipe came from. It's the washrooms, nothing's done there. Using cabinets here.
Washing in here?
Yeah, it's living in there. But when it's all the garbage like this, I'll just throw it away. Just leave the garbage in there. I'll get a garbage bag after. We'll put a garbage bag.
Yeah, I'll put the rest of the
Is
garbage
there any garbage cans around? Any garbage cans around?
I didn't look.
If you have a garbage can, then we could just line it with a bag. You know, that's the problem. I'm just thinking now, what am I going to do about the deck? The water's trapped between the plywood. He kept always hosing, and then when he drilled in there, I guess the water penetrated because the tile, when he glues the tile on, the ends aren't 100% sealed, right? And now, see, if this was start of summer, it wouldn't be so bad. Now we're getting into winter and stuff, right? It's not going to dry out. So I may have to peel it all back and just repair it. I have no choice. But at least if I have the awnings are covered, it won't get wet. And if I have to close it in and put a heater, it has to be fixed. Something's going to be done there. Okay. These light bulbs, I'm going to give to Joe. I'll try to sell them at the flea market, I guess. Somebody could. Some maybe not, but I don't think that's sellable, but oh shit. Just like that. Stupid thing. Like a bomb. Those clear ones, real fragile. Wow. Like these, that's a good quality light here. The rest of those other ones, let's see how they burn after a while. Probably no good. There's a lot of pressure in that one anyways. Wow. Oh, it's got an extension or something? Yeah, it's got a socket. Yeah, I don't know about those ones. The way they explode. Probably old. The rest are gonna cycle them. These ones are solid. You see the solid, huh? Okay.